When I go back to schools and see kids playing cricket and I see a little version of me playing cricket, I feel when I'm helping that little girl or boy that I feel like my purpose is fulfilled. I actually started playing cricket around 9, 10 years old, but just with my brother in the back garden. But the time that I really started to take it seriously was around 16, 17 years old. It was the first time I was part of a programme with the England junior setup, but didn't quite make it to the next stage. And I kind of then started to look at options as to how to pursue sport and came across studying sports science at Loughborough University. And that was the first taste of professional cricket and really wanting to take that journey to another level. And I became a lot more passionate about that over the 3 years I was there, and doors started to open up and opportunities started to happen. I didn't really realise the role I play in championing South Asian women in sport. I've recognised that my role is really important in doing that, and again I look around and there's still not really many South Asian sportswomen out there that I can look up to, and I just want to be that person that other young South Asian girls and boys from diverse backgrounds can look up to and say that's who I want to be. It feels really special to be able to talk about it a lot more and share my story, but also to say that just because it's a barrier, it doesn't have to be a barrier. There is still so much more you can do independently before that becomes a barrier, and I think it's only a barrier until you know that you've done 100% of all the other things to get to where you need to get to before it actually feels like there's a barrier in front of you. So that's a really special role that I play in trying to share that message across and my journey to hopefully inspire more South Asian girls and boys to take up sport as a career. I think there's a lot of stereotypes around South Asian cultures and what they potentially might be good at, might not be good at, and I think it's just trying to break down those stereotypes firstly, and then also just a lot of education to be done within the South Asian community about sport as a career. My parents didn't really know that sport could actually be a viable career, and they're still getting to terms and grips with it as much as they love it. So I think there's a lot of education to be done to break down those barriers, both in the South Asian communities and then externally, to make sure everyone's on the same page and it can just be a seamless transition through to the top. When I go out onto the pitch, these young boys and girls, they come in to watch you at the ground or on TV, that they're sitting there thinking that they want to do that, and it's just really exciting to be able to have a role like that, and people want to do what you're doing. It's something that I wish I had a little bit more of when I was younger, to see someone to say I want to be that, and now they can. So it's really exciting and a real privilege to be able to call myself a role model to younger boys and girls.